Hello, May. And today you had a bake sale and jewelry sale at the headquarters for the Toronto Police?
Yes.
What was the sale for?
We were raising money. Part of the money goes to the Habitat 911 build. We are trying to sponsor 2 houses for Habitat for Humanity. And then part of the money goes to Full Tummy Farm Orphanage Food Project, which is my little charity. What we do is that we build and stock farms for orphanages in developing countries.
That's very interesting. And which countries?
We just recently built a farm in Cambodia, near Siem Reap. And then next year we're going to Laos and possibly back to Cambodia to find another orphanage.
And the kids in these areas, do they need this type of farm?
Yes, they do. There's very little food. The orphanage that we went to, they were getting 3 meals of white rice a day, and sometimes soup with little bits of vegetables. Because we built from the farm, they'll be able to have fish, and they will have mushrooms, which is very good protein, and chicken, ducks, that type of thing. And also our aim is to make them not only self-sufficient but profit-making. So they will be able to sell the fish and mushrooms to have money for other expenses.
Very interesting. And these kids, is their education up to snuff?
They get some education, would be similar to maybe grade 9 here. Because they can get some free education. And then what they're trying to do also is send them to trade school so that they would leave the orphanage with a trade. The problem in developing countries is that if they don't get adopted and they don't get a trade, then when they leave the orphanage, when they age out, they've got nothing. And some of the young people have to turn to prostitution for a trade.
Now, when you say adopted, are there a lot of adoptions in their own nation, or is this foreign adoptions?
There are not. Most of the adoptions would be foreigners. And even at that, there aren't that many adoptions. There are many, many more kids than can be, than there's interest in adoption.
Okay. And these are not the babies; these are the older kids.
They're
correct?
older kids. Yeah. The youngest at this one orphanage where we were, the youngest was 5 years old, and she'd been there most of her life. And the oldest was 17. Usually they age out at 16, but there's a 17-year-old there, and he is probably right now going to culinary school so that he would have a trade.
That's very exciting. Now, as for the Habitat for Humanity, that's here in Toronto.
Yes, that's the 911 build is a cooperative build, Toronto Police, EMS, and Toronto Fire. And the build is in East Toronto. We are hoping to sponsor 2 houses for 2 worthy families.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.